Well, we do have the Yorick locked in, so some powerful split push here for Team Liquid. Azir in the mid lane. Back over on the other side, though, the Xerath for Quad.
Okay, now. It's suddenly become the best QUD mid laner in NA.
Okay, what do we got?
Well, Quid versus Quad. Amazingly, 14 game wins for Quad, but a lot of that is because he's on that dominant FlyQuest team, and Quid oftentimes during the regular season was struggling on 100 Thieves. But I also want to hear what fans think, aside from these records, who the best QED mid laner is as bot lane battles.
Yeah, Yon and Core JJ on the losing into that battle. It's first blood over to Masu and Cryogen. Immediately, both kills go to Masu. Win becomes lightning as Jose Diodo gets one back. Prevents absolute tragedy for him to be able to effectively utilize him in this game.
They might be diving, and the York might not matter.
Oh, man, Yon and Core are in some trouble. Griffin's going to go ahead, start off the dive down here. Yon tries to flash away and stay alive. Masu's already going to grab the kill there. He will die, so it is a 2-for-1 going over to FlyQuest. Don't take the early Drake. Nice and fast, nice and effective. You're just wasting your potential, so Griffin's going to secure that one. No contest.
And now that he's level 6, he might...
The 2v2, especially with Griffin hovering nearby. And now as this wave is about to crash, we could see yet another dive here in the bottom lane. Jose Diodo is up on the top side of the map as Yon and Core JJ are starting to try to tank the dive. Griffin will soak the aggro. Yon already popped the barrier. Core JJ barely staying alive, but Core finally falls. FlyQuest looking for a little bit more here. They want to make sure they can get both of these guys, and there should be no problem with it. Griffin will pick up that second kill there onto Yon.
He's far away from his role quest, so Masu's accelerated even more now since he got to stay in bottom lane. But it looks to be that Gakkos and Cryogen are just kind of okay letting on farm a little bit since they're getting free farm bottom lane, better role quest completion, and the second Drake of the game for Griffin.
Yeah, Morgan just farming up whatever he can down here against this turbo-fed Corki with the Trinity Force. Griffin shows up. Morgan creates a little bit of space there with the cage. Griffin knocks it over. Morgan staying alive for now. Tries to flash forward to find the kill onto Masu, but he doesn't have the damage to get it done. And Masu, with the Foss Bomb, gets the kill. Yeah, that was almost there. You could see that when Morgan flashed forward, he didn't quite have the range to get that one single auto onto Masu that would have spelled his demise. And now Morgan back up here in the top lane, and he's about to get sent back to the fountain yet again. One more auto attack from Gakkos should do it, and FlyQuest finds kill.
With a gold difference at 500 at 14 minutes, just to break even.
To make this not look like this. Yeah, well, Quid going forward here, trying to find the shuffle back into Masu. Does hit the Emperor's Divide, but now Quid could be in some serious danger. The Corki hurts a lot. Morgan wants to swoop in and get the shutdown. It's already just a 1-for-1 though. Team Liquid needs to try to find a little bit more. Meanwhile, down on the bottom side of the map, Yon is once more under pressure. Griffin with the maximum dosage though. They can't keep the Gnar protected, and the kill back onto Gakkos is the first one. Team Liquid's not gonna get the second, but honestly, that was a really good sequence for them.
I mean, that's almost a full turnaround right there. Gakkos had a bounty, so Yon collects that, getting the shutdown onto Masu. Also huge, and now Jose is just behind a pretty low mobility there.
FlyQuest is trying to get back on track here, secure themselves a neutral objective with the Rift Herald. 15 minutes, just about 30 seconds here on the clock. You can see Team Liquid is in the neighborhood, but they really can't do a whole lot about it.
In this game, one of the reasons Xerath isn't picked, even if statistically it's good into Azir, is it's still really difficult to play in side lane.
Right.
You don't have the escape tools or the ability to deal with the jungler. 3-4 items and level 16, which gives you an improved ultimate for how many enemies you use around it. That's good, but here's the side lane. How's Quad gonna step up?
Jose Diodo just immediately jumps in after Quad, and this is kind of what you were just talking about. If Xerath hit him with one more suitcase, would have been able to follow it up with an auto attack to guarantee the kill there, but FlyQuest is going to
also free pushing the bottom lane, so now with no Mundo ultimate, Team Liquid's gonna be more confident trying to retake mid.
Yeah, another nice bubble onto Jose though. Cryogen making sure he's peeling this Xin Zhao away time after time after time in these attempted engages over from the mid lane from TL. As Masu off to the right side in a little bit of danger now. Quid going forward, the flash has responded, and Masu gets out of the way, turns it right back around, and Quad secures the kill onto Quid. With the Azir out of the picture, FlyQuest want to look for a little bit more. Flash forward from Griffin, a little bit more damage from the Arcano Pulse, and Masu cashes in. That's both TL carries dead. The soul is on the map, and FlyQuest couldn't be happier.
Masu is locked in. Quid just dashed and flashed and still couldn't throw him back. Then FlyQuest can turn the fight around with how long it goes. That's going to be the soul.
That is a massive, massive power spike here for FlyQuest.
I'd say with them being a very young team, even the games that they won early on in lock-in, they'd have big early game leads, and then the lead would kind of freeze. 2 or 3,000 for a long time until the game's mechanics kind of ended the game rather than them naturally taking the steps to end it. And Team Liquid continuing to play these side lanes, and they're going to try and make this as hard as possible for FlyQuest to finish.
Yeah, Gakko's is trying to just clear out the wave here, but Jose and Morgan both hanging around, and they're just going to jump in. The Gnar bar is about to run out. Gakko's can still hop away in time. Teleport coming in from Quad to reinforce as Griffin also shows up to the fight, and Morgan and Jose Diodo have to get away. Flash out from Morgan, keeping himself safe from the briefcases. The cage will provide him enough space to continue getting away for now. Tries to use the Morning Mist to slow down Griffin. Nice sidestep away at the same time, and now it's Masu under pressure. The Arc of Ruin collides with the Fed. Corki is down. He takes Yawn with him critically. 1-for-1. FlyQuest will go ahead and start up the Baron themselves right now. Griffin and Masu will have more than enough damage to take this down. They demand an answer from Team Liquid, but Jose and Core have already both taken a chunk of their HP on the approach. Quad just trying to provide the covering fire here. The Baron's already down to about 1/3 of its HP. Team Liquid still on the approach. Gakko's looking maybe for the Gnar pincer angle. Quad fires off the right of the Arcane. Not going to get a whole lot of value out of that one. Baron's still down below 5K now. Morgan and Jose looking for their opportunity to potentially go in if FlyQuest want to full commit for this. Quid trying to spar with Gakko's a little on the approach. DPS on the Baron has almost completely stopped at this point, but it's Team Liquid health bars that are suffering the most. Morgan versus Gakko's here with a 1v1 up in the top side. It's Morgan who's going to lose out on that one if he's not careful. Team Liquid have already lost their AD carry. They've lost their top laner. They've lost this fight. Baron for FlyQuest, and 3 kills to boot. Quid tries to run into the enemy jungle, but Masu and Griffin are ready to chase him down. FlyQuest only needs 1 more kill to complete the ace, and they'll get it. 5-0 plus a Baron. FlyQuest are going to take us to game 3.
Gakko's already in mid-wave with a minion. These death timers are long enough that I think FlyQuest will move in. Nice fight there. Great game by Masu and Cryogen. Look at that. 15 kill participation for Masu. Everything revolved around bottom lane. They again got 2v2 kills. And as you said, game 3's coming.
It's the 2v2 carry from the bottom lane. FlyQuest stepping up, bouncing back here in our second game, 17-7 after 29 minutes of gameplay, and we are going the distance. Spring Split 2026, 3 series out of 3, going all the way.
9 for 9 in terms